So I get the call, and Janito wants to interview me for the album and for everything else in regarding to the TV show and everything else. So I go down and he asks me some questions.
Legendary is the CD that came. What made you come up with that title?
Because I'm a living legend.
You're a living legend. So, we're legendary. Help me come up with the concept behind legendary. Help me come up with the title. Walk me through the CD. What makes me feel legendary?
Well, the word legend is basically that person's story. And my story, the CD tells of my story. About how I feel when it comes to relationships, about how I feel about my competitive nature, my sexual nature, and just me as an adult. So that tells my story of me today, how it took, what it took for me to be from 19 to today at 32 years old. And I'm reading you guys out of 19 songs, my legend.
Oh, that's what's up. That's nice. So you invited us in.
I'm sorry, you said that was
oh,
nice.
That's what's up. That's nice.
Thank you.
Look cocky over here, arrogant. I guess that's how the king.
And there you go. There's a song on the album called "Arrogant," because I am.
Tell me, where are you now? Are you in a happy place? Are you in a feel-good moment, or are you still? Tell me, where are you? That's a good question. I felt Oprah coming out of me at that point. Ah! Where are you?
Where am I?
Yes.
I'm okay, I think.
Cry, Devin, cry.
I'm not crying. I think it's funny because Janito really wants to have this Oprah moment with me. I'm not going to cry. But I might cry. See, I can't cry. Stop trying to be Oprah. You can be Bob Walters. Do Phil Donahue. I just turned 32. It's funny what they say when you turn 30, things change, and they really do. Like,
I'm pretty sure they will. You're getting older.
Yeah, and you just you don't lie to yourself as much as you used to. Like, if I saw someone and I wanted to date this person, I already know this person's gonna give me heartache and troubles, but I want to date them anyway. And I could probably help that. I could probably deal with that, and then get my heart broken. Now it's just like, okay, I done dealt with boys now. I know boys, I see them, and hello. I ain't about to go through that. You can't even, in 5 minutes I already know. I'm good. So things have changed as far as that's concerned, and that's a big thing for me. So I think I'm okay. I'm still working on me, though.
I think we always still be working on ourselves no matter where you are.
Yeah.
That's the ongoing thing.
I have some issues I really need to work on.
I need to get
anger.
I need to get Dr. Phil in here.
Who's Dr. Phil?
He was on Oprah's show.
Oh, I thought you were talking about somebody in the house for real.
To this point in your life, where you are, if you had to rate yourself, how would you rate it, and why? I'm going somewhere with this question.
Rate myself in what way?
In life, from a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the greatest, 1 being...
When you say, I'm confused. When you say in life.
In life. In your life journey from 0 to this point, how would you rate yourself? Are you satisfied?
Oh, okay.
Are you unsatisfied? Are you great?
6.
6?
6.
Is that your final answer?
6.
What would make it better to be a 10? I know you say you're still dealing with some issues with yourself. If you get them issues resolved, would it then be a 10?
The issues being resolved, more consumers would be great. More worldly recognition would be wonderful. If I could finally break down the barriers that I'm working hard to break down in the music industry.
What barriers were with that?
Well, the barriers are that I'm an openly gay rapper and singer, so there's resistance with that because the record companies don't want to sign an openly gay rapper and singer. At least that's been my experience with some of the meetings that I've had with those who say I will have to change who I am to be signed. So if I can break those barriers down, it's been a long 11 years. I don't know if I got another 11 to go, but I really would like to see that happen before I pass or anything like that. So that would take me from 6 to 10.
Age 14, 15, he was signed to Jive. From 15 to 19, 19 he released his first CD by himself. So in releasing all these CDs and all this project, or your first project, I'm thinking that you have to create your own business and build from there. So I know you're like an entrepreneur because you said you like a one-man show. So in doing that, do you have your own label?
Yes. SCANDOCIOUS.
SCANDOCIOUS.
SCANDOCIOUS. This is really ghetto right here, but SCANDOCIOUS.
What does that mean? And how did you come up with that name?
Well, it started off, back when I was doing my homeless days. It's funny because people always say when you homeless, I need to go get a job. Well, I had a couple of jobs. Well, I was homeless and I had a job. And I remember it was a telemarketing gig and this girl was looking at me all, funny. And it just came out of my mouth. I said, that bitch giving me a scandalous ass look. And I was like, wait a minute, that's a song title. So it started off as a song. And then I just said, it's a really unique word. So I'll just make it my business name. Because ain't nobody else gonna have that.
So when did you start your label?
Ghettoly, I started it early in 2003.
When it became legal?
Ghettoly, it became legal about a couple of years ago.
What is it that you would like to leave with the world from this interview?
I would like to leave you guys with happiness, love, and health.
Thank you for tuning in, and now we are here with a live performance from SCANDOCIOUS, the King of J.
Music. Here we go. That was bomb. That deserves $1 million.
I don't believe in gay marriages at all, but I do respect people in their life choices. And I care for them and I love them. If that's the decision that they want to make, they should not be discriminated against. I may not approve of it, but I'm not gonna hate that person and I'm not gonna treat them like garbage and say, you don't deserve this job. Because
discussion is not about being tolerated. Oh, I don't agree with it, but you can sit next to me on the bus, I guess. We don't want to be tolerated. Furthermore, the reason why people have this fear is equivalent to unawareness. Fear is equivalent to ignorance. Case in point, the sister came in here, said what she had to say about homosexual religion and walked out, meaning she was not truly invested in coming to try to understand the issue. She just wanted to push her point and move on. You know what I'm saying? So fear is equivalent to ignorance. And people who are afraid of it are just ignorant of it. We're always afraid of the things that we don't know.
I don't have a problem with homosexuality, and I definitely don't think you guys are secluded now in the society, because what I see on commercials, what I see in movies, what I even see in cartoons it's like homosexuality just thrown at you. So when I'm raising my children, as we looking at TV episodes, I gotta sometimes cover my kids' ass because it's conflicting on what I'm teaching them. You understand? Or even my child even had an understanding that boys supposed to be girls and girls supposed to be with boys. So it's a confusion there. And anything that's repetition will also teach. So, it's like even in jobs, I think homosexual society has built it up to break up families in a way where, men and on jobs, homosexuals have benefits, you understand, that regular relationships don't even have. So women are forced into being the head of the household majority of the time because most of the black men can't even get those kind of jobs. So I feel that when it comes to homosexuality, I definitely don't think you guys are secluded. I think y'all more in the light than anything. It's the fight of the heterosexual is where it's at. That's where we should be standing up. We should be holding this session. How can we stand out? Because we're no longer the majority. We're now the minority.
Sister, I hear you, and I understand that, you know, that this is becoming a lot more homosexual sensitive. My mother told me one time, you know, you're not going to go to heaven because you live in the gay lifestyle. And I said, well, thank God I'm not living the gay lifestyle. I say that to say that we have to be careful when we close our children's eyes because we think that something is characteristically gay, okay? Because most people who are homosexual don't show any signs of it. There is no such thing as a homosexual walk. There is no such thing. Homosexual merely means homo, same, sexual, sex, okay? That's all homosexual means. It doesn't mean you walk homosexual, talk homosexual. Now, granted, there are these, you know, ideas that are associated themselves with homosexual, but we have to be careful because what you're also closing your children's eyes to is acceptance and diversity and understanding and tolerance. And you said yourself that we are living in a more homosexually sensitive society. They won't make it if they don't accept that.
And you mentioned that we're living in times that are more accepting of gays and lesbians, and whereas that's true, there remains great disparity between gays and lesbians and their straight counterparts. You mentioned job benefits and things of that nature, but there are only 4 states in the nation where gays and lesbians can marry. Here in Illinois, that's certainly not the case, and outside of Cook County, if you're a gay or a lesbian person, you can be fired from your job because you're gay or lesbian. You can be booted out of your place of residence because you're gay or lesbian. And this is the case all across this country. This idea that somehow this is the year of people who are gay and lesbian simply isn't the case. Surely there are some victories that have been made, but there are some major setbacks. And I just want to make sure that that's the case, that everyone understands that the data shows that the successes that we've had in ways of getting gay marriage in certain places have been counteracted by a lot of setbacks, and there's still many laws on the books that prohibit us from doing things just as simple as having the right to remain in employment. So I think that's important that everyone should know that. That's it.